What's good, my little ninja frogs? What Ninja Frog here, back with a different kind of video today. I got tagged by Jegsy, my good pal, who I was in a free-for-all session with. If you did not know, I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description to go and check out that free-for-all session. It's actually hype. But he did tag me in the My Pokemon Tag video, which is of course started by the one and only Hoodlum Scrafty. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this tag video. Now, this tag video is kind of similar to the 100 subscriber special thing I tried to do that no one ever did. But actually, we're here now, and so might as well go ahead and do this little bitty tag. Now, the first rule is, what trainer class would you be? And I would honestly become an Ace trainer from 4th gen. Now, if you've never seen the 4th gen Ace trainer sprites, they are kind of lit. It would either be that, or I would be like a ninja. Specifically, if I could look like the ninja, like the Shadow Triad from Black and White. Bruh. Ninja! So that is the trainer class rule. I would be an Ace trainer, or I would be a Ninja Triad. So the second rule is kind of like two rules, but I've made it one for myself. How many Pokemon would you have in 5? And of course, the only question to actually answer that is 6 Pokemon. Why would you never not have 6 Pokemon unless you're a gym leader or an Elite Four member? Like, honestly, you want that full team. You want that straight team of power. That's as simple as it gets. If you don't want a new team, like a full team, then by all means, go ahead and be you. But I would want to have 6 Pokemon at all times. And then the rule 3 is, which Pokemon are on your team and why? Now, Pokemon I would have on my team is immediately Charizard. No matter what, my fire type, my favorite Pokemon, or at least one of them, it's still up for debate a little bit. Charizard would be my flying type. He is, especially if I can have Mega Evolution, because I would of course want to be a Mega user. Mega X for life. I love Mega Charizard X. I would always run physical. Dragon Claw, Power Up Punch, Shadow Claw, Flare Blitz, Outrage, Dragon Dance, Dragon Rush, Earthquake, just Charizard X. And if I can run Y too, I totally would, because Charizard Y is Charizard himself. He's been with me since day one, since I was 5 years old. I got that Game Boy, and like, just Charizard is the definition of what I like to know as a Pokemon that's actually like, he's me. Whenever I see a Charizard, I just want to give him a hug. Especially if it's like a Charmander or like a Charmeleon. That's what I want to pick him up and hug him while he burns me. I love Charizard. So that'd be my first Pokemon, and he would be like this, like either special or physical, depending on how I need to run it. Just overall, just like fast, just everything. And now the next Pokemon I would have in my squad is, you guys already know who it would be, my mascot Greninja. Now, the story with Greninja, I've told many about this show, on the channel, is the way I actually picked Greninja was when it was just revealed this to be Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin. I almost went with Chespin because Fennekin never did anything for me, really, and I was really leaning towards Chespin, but then we saw Frogadier, Braixen, and Quilladin, and we all know how stupid Quilladin looks, to say the least. Just look at him. He's a freaking balloon. It's just, yeah. But Frogadier is what actually sold me on Froakie. I was really digging Froakie, but I was also leaning towards Chespin. My mind wasn't made up yet. Kind of like with the Sun and Moon starters now. I still haven't picked a team starter yet. Like, I really hope the next Coral leaks show off those starter evolutions, boy. Please. But yeah, Frogadier is what really solidified that pick in me. And then when I saw Greninja, I lost my ever-loving mind, because he turned into a water-dark ninja frog with a tongue for a scarf. That's gross, but dope. Like, your tongue's always out. Like, although I did have an issue with the name, I didn't understand how you go from Frogadier to Greninja. I always thought it would be cool if you just went like Froakie, Frogadier, Frog. Like, Frog, just like, it just fits more in, doesn't it? It feels just more like, it's not like on the nose as Greninja is. I don't know, like, what did even word, like, the prefix Gre mean? Is it like German? I don't know. But Greninja, of course, he'd be my main dog. Always gotta run that Protean, because that's what really also got me into Greninja, was I actually he was the first Pokemon I ever competitively bred for that nice and Protean. You don't know how many times I spent wonder trading and going on the GTS just trying to find a Protean Froakie. Then I finally got it. Then I bred one that was all the way competitive, and then it was shiny, and then this like, oh, I love Greninja. But of course, I always run the basic moveset of Surf or Scald, depending on how much you want power or that burn capability. Dark Pulse for that stab. Then I usually run Extra Sensory if I need to. Well, actually, on this team, I'd actually not run Extra Sensory because there's a psychic Pokemon on this team. What moveset would I run? You got Scald, you got Dark Pulse. Would I run Grass Knot? No, Ice Beam. Always the Ice Beam, because you always need to outspeed and kill those dragons. And honestly, I might run either Toxic Spikes, Water Shuriken, because why not, or Grass Knot, because you never know when you're going to need to Grass Knot something. And Greninja with Grass Knot can be a real threat, especially when you life orb like I do. That would be why Greninja is my other pick. He's like, whenever someone makes art of me, I want it to be me with Charizard on the one side and Greninja on the other, side by side with me, as I'm just like, what's up, dog? You want to battle? I'll beat it. I'll beat you all. I'm the very best, like no one ever was. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But anyway, that is where I have Greninja. And number 3, the third spot on my team is another starter. Actually, I would rock out with my main boy Torterra. Now, I chose Torterra because I've always preferred grass types over electric types just a tiny bit. And I've always really loved Torterra, mainly because a lot of people like to crap talk my favorite little tortoise, and I don't understand why. He's got a tree on his back! That is just the most awesomeness thing I could ever imagine. Yes, I would use him as my ground type, obviously. Now, I was tempted to put Mamoswine on this list, but with Greninja running Ice Beam, I really didn't need an Ice Beam user. But at the same time, I guess if I've been running Grass Knot on Greninja, I didn't even know. Torterra would be rocking the awesome moveset of Earthquake, Seed Bomb, Stone Edge for that coverage, and then either Synthesis or Rock Polish or even Curse if I'm feeling lucky. Punk. Torterra. Like, I've always picked Torterra. I do not understand why Torterra is just always crapped on. Well, I mean, I know why, because in the anime Ash had one and it lost all 3 battles it ever participated in. It only battled 3 times. It only battled 3 times since when it evolved, and it lost every single battle. It battled Volkner's Electivire, it battled Berthas Apowdon, and it battled Paul's Drapion, and it lost all 3 times and has never been heard from since and never will be, which breaks my heart because they gave all of the limelight to Infernape, which I can't get too mad at. Infernape's pretty cool too. Anyway, the number 4th spot is one that might surprise you guys. I would actually be running with Gengar. Now, I chose Gengar because Gengar is a ghost and poison type. If you guys can't tell, I love dual typings. It just adds a lot of unique layers to this. And I feel like Greninja and Gengar go very well together because they cover a lot of the other's weakness. Like Gengar's main weakness is Ghost, Psychic, and Dark, which Greninja resists and is immune to all of those moves. I would always run a fast Gengar, and I'm really surprised I chose Gengar because I don't really have a lot of sentimental value towards Gengar. I never really used one until Gen 6 because I never was able to actually trade one because when I was little, I never had a trade cable. But even when I was able to trade when my brother had a DS and I was playing Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, or even when the back with the Fire Red, Leaf Green wireless trade communication thingies, I still never just used I just never used Gengar. I don't know why. Gengar is an awesome Pokemon. I use it on my main competitive team, which just likes to dominate house, and Gengar is a monster. He is a monster. Nappy Boy 92, you know what's up. Gengar, it's a threat. It just runs so many coverage. I chose Gengar over having an actual electric type. Spoiler, there's no electric types on this list because it can learn that Thunderbolt. It can learn that Sludge Wave. It can learn that Giga Drain and Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Destiny Bond. Its moveset is actually incredible. If you give this man Dragon Pulse, it done. No. It's done. Oh man, I just love this. I love this Pokemon so much, but I can't really talk about it. It's Gengar. He's fast. It's just, I love it. Mario has that poison immunity that I was really looking for. Now, I know that Greninja resisted Charizard when he's Mega Dragon. I think, does Dragon resist poison? I believe it does. It resists it, and it can Earthquake back. And Torterra, although it's neutral to it, it can Earthquake it back. I wanted an immunity. I also wanted a good Fairy Killer. because actually it's not a tie anymore. It's Lucario. Lucario is my pick because although it can't learn Iron Head, rest in peace, it can just that choice banded close combat Iron Tail if you want to run it, or I would run Bullet Punch, choice banded Bullet Punch, as well as I guess you could run Poison Jab if you're feeling lucky. Ice Punch, it's just a good solid fighting type. Its design is all cool. I've always loved Lucario ever since I watched that first movie. Lucario would be on my squad immediately, 100%. Poison immunity, Fairy Killer, just a good fighting type. I'm in. I am so in. And last but not least, the last Pokemon I would pick for my squad, copying my friend Jegsy, I would also run Gardevoir. Now Gardevoir is actually a random pick for me because I had never used Gardevoir in any Let's Play whatsoever. I hardly even use it competitively at all. I picked Gardevoir because I was looking at my mons and I really needed, I wanted a good fairy type. I wanted something that could like fast and hit hard on the special side because I've got mainly physical attackers while Charizard's up in the air, and I wanted something that could really like just hit hard and also be like it could just deal with a lot of weaknesses that I could cover. Like Dragon kind of ran through my squad par for Greninja, and if I run Dazzling Gleam Gengar or Ice Punch Lucario. When I used Gardevoir in the Red Nuzlocke, which you guys should check out and watch, it's a great Let's Play, it really it stuck out to me because I was like, ooh, Gardevoir, ooh, Moonblast and Psychic, and then I can also learn Thunderbolt, which is what I would teach it probably. And then you can run Focus Blast if you want. You could just run Will-O-Wisp to burn those mons. Now, I know my team doesn't have a lot of bulk, which I'm okay with. Torterra can kind of be my bulky tank. You can run bulky Charizard too. But I prefer the fast-hitting, like hard-hitting mons. I just like having Gardevoir. And one thing you guys might have noticed is out of my team, 4 out of the 6 Pokemon can Mega Evolve. Actually, yeah, Torterra and Greninja cannot Mega Evolve, although Greninja, we can Synchro Evolve. I hope that's a thing. Sun and Moon, let that be a thing. I want that to be a threat. I would want that to be like, so let's say we're in the anime, I want that to be my main thing. Like all my Pokemon are holding Mega Stones, and I want my opponent to be in fear of which Pokemon want to Mega Evolve for that battle. I feel like that mentality is so cool. It's like, oh, you threw out Gengar. Wait, that thing's holding a Gengarite. It can Mega Evolve. And then they have to fiddle around your strategy to try to take you down. And then you surprise them, and you don't Mega Evolve the Gengar. You Mega Evolve the Lucario, and you just go in, go in all speedy and close combat it and just destroy their life. Or you run like a Gardevoir to tank those hits, and you just Hyper Voice or Hyper Beam right back. I would totally run Pixelate Hyper Beam. I don't know about you guys. I absolutely 100% love all the Pokemon on this list. I never really used a lot of them before in game, but I feel like this team is really balanced except for like lack of bulk. But hopefully I can get in fast and knock you out before you have a chance to knock me out. So guys, that is my champion tag, my Pokemon team tag. Now, as for always, you got to tag 3 people. So who I will be tagging, you ask? I'll be tagging Alpha Sparks, Fishlord, and Eerie Gaming. You 3 people have been tagged. Hope you enjoy yourselves. You better do it, because the last tag I made, no one freaking did it. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you throw a massive mega shuriken at the like button down below. It helps me out a lot. And we'll subscribe. The link's in the description, as the button above the description. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter too. Bye, guys.